How's it going, guys? Welcome to Everyday Survivalist. I'm Hanson.
And I'm John.
Today, we're going to find out which one of us is a gray man. Alright, so now we're going to talk a little bit about the mindset of being a gray man. And there's pretty much three key things you need to keep in mind. Consistency, diligency, and staying away from hypervigilance. So when it comes to consistency, this channel is not called Every Other Day Survivalist. It's not called When You're in a Bad Part of Town Survivalist. It's called, what is it called, John?
Everyday Survivalist.
Everyday Survivalist. Always, and this leads into diligency, always try to improve your skill set. Whether that be how to start a better fire, improving your bug out bag, which gets into gear, we'll talk about that later on, or whether that means lockpicking, anything like that. Always be researching different ways to improve your skill sets. And unfortunately, this gray man mentality, this emergency prepared mentality, can lead to some negative repercussions, which is hypervigilance. This stuff, emergency preparedness as a whole, is not a switch, it's a dial. You need to be able to turn it up and down depending on your situation. If you're out at a barbecue with your family, your hypervigilance doesn't need to be all the way up at level 10. You need to be able to tone that down because your Uncle Bob is probably not about to pull a gun on you. Let's be honest. So learn how to turn that up and down. Now, active shooter comes into your movie theater, ratchet it up. Bring it all the way up to level 10. Be thinking of everything. Exit points. Who's the threat? Everything. So that leads into a little bit of the actions of a gray man and what they need to be thinking about. And John's going to go ahead and talk to us about that.
All right, we just talked about the mindset of a gray man. Now we're going to go into the action of a gray man, okay? First things first, match your surroundings. Don't go to work wearing a BDU tactical uniform, okay? Don't wear this helmet. Don't wear a bulletproof vest. Don't carry a gun on your hip, okay? Those things are for when you're not at the workplace, okay? Those things are for when you're out of the workplace. When you're at the workplace, wear business casual. When you're going on a date with your girlfriend or your boyfriend, if you're a girl watching this, don't wear that, okay? Wear normal, like jeans, hoodie, hat.
There you go.
Just like what I'm wearing. Just like what he's wearing. That's what gray men wear, all right? Just don't draw attention to your conversations either, okay? Avoid jargon. You're not going to go to the grocery store, look at the guy behind the counter and be like, where do you keep your rations?
You mean canned goods?
Yeah. Ask for canned goods. Don't ask for rations. Exactly. The guy's automatically thinking, hey, this dude's kind of weird. He might be He might be preparing for the end of the world. Should I be worried?
Yeah.
What's your name? Where do you live? So I can find you when the world ends. Okay? You don't want that. That's not what gray men do. All right? Physical actions. Don't go into a room and let people see your body language, okay? Your body language tells everything. If you go into a room and you automatically start looking people, they're gonna feel intimidated, okay? Don't give them the eagle eye, making them feel like they're a threat to you because it's gonna make them remember you. Don't look for exits, okay? Don't make it apparent that you're looking for exits anyways. All right? Keep the dial turned down, okay?
Exactly.
Don't turn it up unless you have to.
Yep.
Be forgettable. I said it before. Dress accordingly to your surroundings, all right? But don't put yourself out there, okay? People don't need to know that you have a gun under the seat of your truck.
Exactly.
You don't want them to know that, okay? You want to be forgettable. All right, now he's going to talk about gear.
All right, guys. So like John said, we're going to start talking about gear. And I'm going to use two different guys as an example and their backpacks. Crap hits the fan and they're at the office. Guy A pulls out his backpack, and it's tan, it's got Molly strapping all over it, it's got a sheath knife hanging off of it, a Glock stuck in it, or a Colt 45 stuck in it, and he runs off. Everyone sees that guy and thinks, wow, look how prepared he is. I should probably stick with that guy. But he doesn't need that right now. He needs time. He needs all the valuable time he has to get home to his family, which is the most important thing. The whole point of having a bugger bag is so you can get home to your family. Now guy B pulls out his bag. It's a simple gray, navy blue color. Doesn't have anything out on the outside. Maybe a bottle of water in the side pocket. Nothing crazy. But on the inside, in an easily accessible pocket, he's got his firearm. He has a knife, a backup knife to the one he carries in his pocket. He's prepared, but it's not obvious. like we've always said, don't draw attention to yourself. You need to get home. That's your biggest thing. And like I kind of hinted on a second ago, make sure your stuff's easily accessible. Being a gray man, it comes with the hindrance of not being able to have your stuff out in the open. Sure, guy A had his Glock sticking out on the outside. He could get to it very quick. But the problem with that is it's out there. So hopefully you have a CWP, however you achieve yours in your state. But if you get your CWP license, it'll pay dividends, and you can carry it on your person, which makes it even easier. Makes it very accessible as far as firearms are concerned. So when it comes to adjusting your loadout for where you're at, let's say Sally's walking through the office and she goes, "Hey, I got a little string on my shirt. Could you help me get that off?" And you reach in your pocket and you pull out your small, simple knife. It's not going to be crazy. It's not going to draw that much attention. But if Sally walks up to our prepper friend here and says, "I got this string on my jacket. Could you get that for me?" And he whips out this sheath knife, that's going to draw a little too much attention. And you know what everyone's going to remember you as? The crazy prepper guy. And you don't want to be known as that. You want to stay low key. Don't draw attention to yourself. Overall, in essence, be a gray man. Alright guys, so to sum up this whole video, we're going to go over briefly some of the review points. So, John, what did we learn about mindset?
Alright, mindset of a gray man. We learn always be ready. Don't draw attention to yourself. You got to keep it on a dial, okay? Turn it down when you're in public settings so people don't think you're weird. That's going to draw attention to yourself, all right? Turn it up when things really hit the fan. Now he's going to tell you a little bit about what we learned for actions.
Exactly. And the actions are, especially in your conversations, avoid the jargon. Try not to talk to people about your rations and your fallout shelter and all that stuff and your bug out bag hanging out in your truck. Really try to control yourself in physical whereabouts. Don't be walking in really scanning the room for threats and doors. You can scan, but keep it on the low key.
All right, and obviously the gear. Don't bring this stuff to the office, all right?
Exactly.
Keep your gear mild. You don't want to come in with a sheath knife. You don't want to come in with a gun. Keep it simple, all right? Don't draw attention to yourself. Be gray, not hot pink.
Exactly. And like we said in the last video on our welcome to the channel, this thing is fueled by you guys, the viewers, and we really want you guys to comment so we can get you exactly what you want, not just what we assume you want. So really hit those comments and give us some of your ideas.
And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. All right, see you guys next time.
Have a good day.